go and hop into the game. Welcome, JJ Bonzig in the house. 6 flights in flight. So, where we left off, we were working on a ship design. We have very little of the ship. All we have is the middle, the payload part. It's the, Basket Space Station Science 1. So this is what I made. So this thing here is the middle payload, with where people can return if they need to. I think actually the return is here. So this section here is connected. Return is here. Parachutes are there. And then we have a bunch of different science things. A bunch of RCS tanks on it. We have like a particle accelerator in one of these things. We have a bunch of different science experiments. Oh, when you hover over them, you can see inside. A bunch of different science experiments. This one here is the robot. Plus some batteries. Yeah, it's very tall. We'll see if this thing tips over. If we need to, we'll split this into 2 parts, fly them up, and then connect them together. So we might change to that if we can't make this thing not fall over. We have a little computer there so we can control this remotely. Antennas on the side. We didn't forget the antennas. We don't have any solar panels right now, so we need to add in solar panels. These are RCS tanks, a bunch of food, and then tanks. This thing here is just mainly to like adjust in space. This isn't intended to try and get us up. So we're going to add on huge rockets on the side. I do want to add on solar panels. I was thinking about that after the fact. And I think otherwise we have a lot of the other things we need. What are these other things? Alternative configuration of the module includes passive radiation on the reverse side for better heat distribution. Deployable. Okay, so it's a deployable solar panel. Interesting. This provides 1.6 charge, so this one's still a lot better. I think that's probably our best thing. Is the big guy. Yeah. Okay. Welcome, Tops the Gear. Welcome to the stream. So we're going to add some solar panels. I think that a lot of this stuff might take a lot of power, so we're gonna be charged up. Let's do 4 snap to grid. So we're gonna add some in here, and then also up this way. So we're also gonna put another set up here. And then I guess why not? Let's add one more set somewhere. That makes sense. Let's add a set here. Okay, so we have lots of solar panels, lots of stuff. We don't really have a budget technically, so we're fine. Let's add a bunch of decouplers. So we're going to add the big decouplers. Let's add another letter to make it easier to see. All right, so this is our whole thing. So what I'm thinking is I should attach them higher up on the thing. So somewhere up in here. And then I'm going to make the rockets really big and add in struts, and then not send any people up and see if the whole thing falls apart. This stuff is, I think, pretty heavy. So I think, looking at the placement of everything, I guess maybe it makes sense to attach them like right in here. Well, actually, this is sticking out more, so maybe up here. If only Basket went live a few minutes earlier, I would have rated him. Oh, man. Nope, I went precisely, well, actually, I 5 minutes-ish before the thing. I guess I could start doing it earlier, but okay. So this one, because this one sticks out more, I think that it makes sense to attach on here. So we'll see if that works. Because if we do it like here, for instance, this thing might be sticking out too much. But we'll see if this is too high up. Like, see if the struts will actually help enough. So we're gonna add massive fuel tanks. We'll see how that works. So massive fuel tanks. So that'll be the top of where we're going to attach them, I think. And then we're going to do massive fuel tanks heading down. My stream was more of a random stream. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, mine's my usual planned out stream time. This is probably overkill, but it's okay. And then we want it to be lower down than those other things. So that's probably better. Okay, so then what we're going to do is I could actually add, I guess I can plan to get rid of some of these. No, the engine's going to be up high. This isn't gonna work. Let's just see how bad it is. So we're going to put on, we got nose cones on top. So the adapter, and then the nose cone. We're gonna add on struts. We'll get there. We're gonna add on big mainsail engines. So they're like massive ones that burn up the fuel fast. Okay. And now we're going to add coupler. And we're going to add on more rockets to the outside of this. So let's go here. Let's line it up with the top of that. And then also here. I guess if I'm going to line it up, so it would be more like that, I guess. That might be too close. We'll see. So maybe I'll scoot them both over one. Okay. And now we're going to, I think it's Alt-click. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to add 4 of these. We'll see if we can get them to attach where we want. So I guess I can go with them being a little bit lower. So I think that it's indicating it might be attaching on to where I want. I have to keep in mind there's a decouplers. No, it's not attaching where I want, I don't think. What I kind of want is this. If I do this, can I scoot it back up? So here it's probably going to fail because... Did that work? Okay. Maybe? No. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming it would highlight the part it's attaching to, if it was actually attaching to that thing. Can't zoom in anymore. Oh, I can't. There we go. Oh, I see. It's freaking out because I'm trying to zoom in. The part is attaching. Okay, so we want to go right onto that thing. Do you think you're working? Oh, you are. Okay. And then what we want is to move it up. Although I guess technically, I mean it's in the ground, but that might work. But no, we want to move it upward. Oh no! I just wanted to. Okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Movement. This piece. Move it upwards. I feel like it also moves sideways a little bit. Oh. No? Nope. Okay. Well, maybe that'll be okay. Where I have it. We have to move the whole thing up a little bit because it's in the ground, and I feel like that's not going to work out very well. Okay, so now, if that's okay, what we want to do is we want to get rid of these decouplers. Oh, no, we got to do that tool. Get rid of these decouplers, because we actually don't want those there. And then... Okay. And then I want to Alt-click on this guy and attach him here. No. Close. Hopefully this actually takes off. We'll see. Did that attach right? And... okay, that looks much better. And then we want to move this to line up. Okay, so if this actually takes off, that's cool. We want to add struts. to try and stabilize things. We'll see. See if that works. There's an update available for software. Just want to let everybody know. All the rockets, yeah. I feel like this might have to take off. I might have to adjust a little bit, but we'll see. I'm sure these struts will keep it all together. Like I might break up these. I might break up the rockets a little more. We'll see. This rocket is too tall to fit in the hangar. Yeah, what I'm wondering is, can I actually make this? Oh, okay. I think I can make this higher. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Oh, see, it fits. Okay. We need struts on the inside stuff because that's also unstable. Let's take a peek inside of here so we can see. Okay, good. And we want these guys to connect up to there. Oh, that looks stable. Oh, yeah, look at that thing. That thing's... Actually, I mean, now it's no longer as, like... I mean, it's still tall. And probably wobbly and stuff. Oh, fins. We like fins, right? I guess we can try and line up. Oh, game. Okay. Fins on. Got it. Let's put fins on the inside guys here. Okay. Fins on the inside. Done. I don't think that they're going to make me spin. Let's see. Alright, what are we missing? We have parachutes. We have a lot of sciencey things. I probably need to state... Oh, I wanted to add fuel stuff. Fuel lines. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect... I'm going to burn all the engines at one time. So I want to connect these up to here. And these up to here. So assuming okay, so let me double check. Blah, 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 blah. Somewhere in here it describes... Oh, I see it. Flow direction towards second point. Yeah, so I pointed here to there. So they're going to flow into the middle thing. So these outer ones are going to burn up sooner. But I'm going to still be launching all of the engines. Okay. So we have the 4 engines in the bottom plus these. Then the next stage is remove those 4 and then remove these 4. Something's not right about here. We need to, I'm sorry, move that. One of these got batteries and antenna and heat shield. Yes, there's a heat shield right in there. And the idea is that they can go from inside of here into here, and then I've already tested that you can walk along this ladder. So this is, they can't walk through the ship where the heat shield is, but they can transition through this ladder to then get into here, and then they can get through all the different compartments. Something, I'm not really sure what that says. Okay, whatever. No, so I need to change this. So whatever that is needs to be moved up into. Okay, so this is on a higher one. So there we go. So we're gonna go get rid of the outside stuff, and then we're gonna go some more, and eventually we're gonna get rid of that stuff, and then we have this other engine to play with, and there's no decoupler by the heat shield. Hold on. heat shield. Thing below the heat shield. We need a decoupler. A big guy. Right, it's not. It's not. Okay, good. Yeah. All right. So one thing we did not test. I need to add ladders in there, I think. But let's check our staging. So we have all this stuff down there. All those engines. Followed by removing... getting rid of the 4 down there. And then eventually... So that's going to be up here. Move this engine down. In fact, we can put this in that one. So this is... No, that's still not quite right. So we have... All the engines go. And then we want to get rid of the bottom engines. Or stuff. All the bottom stuff. And then... eventually we're going to get rid of that. At the same time, we can go ahead and fire the small engine. And which one is this? I can't tell which is which. This one, there we go. And then eventually to re-enter, if we re-enter, we're going to do that and then come back. Okay, good. So I think we have all the stuff in the right... Oh no, ladder. We just said ladder we need to actually get in between A and B. Because we added... Okay, we're just gonna go like that. Because we added this in here. So, it's not easy to test this without maybe killing somebody. So we're gonna not test this. I added in a bunch of ladders there. I added 4 symmetrical ladders. It's fine. So I think that should let them get between A and B. If not, we'll use our jetpack in space, and we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna save the design. Crew, remove everybody. We're going robot. Does this actually take off? And go to launch. We have a docking port at the very top, so in theory this thing could be up in space. We could leave it up there, send up attachment stuff, and then kick butt. If it takes off. And if it actually loads. If the game isn't like, what are you doing? Okay. So let's zoom out. SAS on, throttle up. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's actually starting to take off initially. Look at that. So let's see how stable it is. See if the game crashes. How's my... I have all my frames per second. Awesome. Or all my... No drop frames. And it does look like the other ones are running out sooner. Good. So we are taking off. It's slightly wobbly. Already. So I have to consider that. It's not real fast. And it's kind of unstable. Do we need more fins? Oh, I guess, let me zoom in. What's going on here? We need more struts. We need struts to attach the middle thing in better spots. Did I not have any struts at all connected to that stuff? It's like wagging its tail. Yeah, definitely a wee moment. So I'm glad I have no people in. I like the... That's neat. That is silly. But we are going up. I mean, even though that thing is like wagging its tail, it's still moving. And that's partly why it's rocking around, is because the middle parts is like spinning. So before we put any people in there, we'll attach that together. But let's otherwise see how far we can get. We can start banking now at this point. I do actually have a little bit of control for moving around, although not really because this thing is rotating. That's funny. It's like a happy dog. What are you doing, Stan? Okay, so we're about to get rid of those outside engines. Then we can try to fix this a little bit. Exit ETA. Oh, it's exit ETA. Oh, now it's really shaking. Look at that. Yeah, that's silly. That should really blow up. I don't really understand why that isn't blowing up. That this game is realistic. What the heck? Okay, so I'm gonna put on struts on there, and we're gonna see if this does any better. Yeah, it's not right. That's not right. All right. All right. So we can warp to here. What was that? Oh, look at that! It finally decided they were colliding. All right. So now what I want to see. Okay, I can go to the Space Center. Okay, so that will crash. Let's add struts, and let's see if that makes that thing not do that. Yeah, Oh, I guess the command doesn't exist. There we go. Delay. Okay. Oh, you didn't have enough ease. Okay. All right, let's go into here. Let's adjust. We'll still go unmanned. We're gonna add on a couple struts. I thought I did, but I guess not. Maybe I just added the struts in between them, but I didn't attach them to the ship. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Okay, so let's zoom in. So I added struts there, but I did not attach any struts to the middle. Okay. So we have this guy connects up to here. Time to warp. Awesome. Let's add another one a little bit higher up. Awesome. It's kind of a weird spot. Let's try again. It's a little better. Yes. Oh, let's do it from this angle. Here we go. That's the ticket. Okay. So we have struts in there. Struts up there. I guess we can add struts. Oh, no, that's attaching right. Okay, so maybe that's better. Save. Make sure there's no crew. Launch. Will you hold together? Will you be stable? It does launch right away. It's not very efficient, but really I just need to get this into space because I could move it later on. So SAS on, throttle up, zoom out, and go. That's interesting. I added in the struts, and it's slightly worse for taking off. All right, there we go. We're taking off. Partly, what I want to do is there's one more technology of docking I didn't realize I really need, and I need like another 20 science. So I'm trying to get this up into space, do some science, so that I can make a ship that has like a more centralized docking thing, and then bring that up and attach it to this. That's my plan. So seems much more stable so far. It took off a little slower, so we'll see We'll see how that goes. And actually, it's interesting that the other tanks are still empty. I thought they would empty out more slowly than they are. Those ones will still go first, but we'll see if we actually get up into orbit. Otherwise, we'll have to add another layer of engines. Stuff on those outlets. That's how it works. Or I guess I could just add, like, not as big, but I just add some, like, boosters at the beginning to get it going. Now I can start banking, although I think for this test my plan is to get rid of the other engines before I bank. It's not the most efficient, but I don't want them to blow up. And I'll probably, when I have people, I'll probably not bank. So I'll wait until they run out before I work on the gravity turn. Perfect. Okay, so now working on banking. Yeah, see? Perfect. I think that the fuel gauges are back up at full. It's really big. Yeah, flawless launch. Perfect. Actually, I still have a lot of fuel. So really, this thing I could also leave up in space. I wouldn't even have to crash this one if I got it into orbit. Although I can't dock with the people. So I guess that doesn't really help. Because I can't get a docking here. Okay. So, I feel good. There's lots of fuel left. I'm going to count this as a win. I'm not going to worry about this ship. Okay, let's go back and get some people while we still have some time. So goodbye, Science 1 and Science 1. Technically, maybe you shouldn't change the numbers, but that was the test. Those things will crash. So flawless. Let's get some people in here. So I don't need, I mean, I can have a lot of people in here, obviously. And maybe I should, because I'm going to dock stuff to this anyway. So let's go ahead and, so we're going to have a pilot. And Bob the scientist, and that scientist, and I guess for re-entry, well, this thing's coming with, so even this thing could be filled with people. So let's do that, and then in case we want somebody to repair something, let's do that. Let's have a backup pilot. So let's actually move this around. Let's just go crazy. I realize I have to feed them all, but I think there's a lot of food. I'm fine with it. So we'll just do that. Backup pilot. We have a scientist in here. Actually, no, let's put the engineer. Maybe he'll fix stuff, and we'll put the scientists in the science bay. Okay, save for launch. I was gonna add boosters, but I guess that worked. What we have, it worked, so I'll just stick with it. Now we have chatter because we have people. You're sending the whole population. Yeah, that's cool. SAS on, throttle up, and go. I'll make sure I don't forget anything. So again, it'll take a second to go. We'll just go straight up until we lose those engines, and then we'll do the banking, we'll make an orbit, and then we'll do a bunch of science. I could probably with this make it up to the Mun, do the Mun encounter. We'll get an orbit first, we'll see what we have. Good. We'll get But it's weird that this thing shows that it's using up the fuel, so the fuel tanks are getting lower. But then when it's swapped, once I get rid of those, this jumped back up to full. So somehow those meters aren't quite right. We'll get there. Science. Mission science. And, no, I guess that's not. I was gonna say I have scientists in that science thing, but that's still on the other side of the sheet, so they'll have to get out to go around. This is getting worse than last time. No, now we're going. We'll be okay. Even if we don't get into orbit, we'll still just come back. We can just ditch everything and then land. As long as it doesn't blow up on our way up, that's the main mission. But as long as we keep going up until we get rid of those engines, then we can worry about actually banking, etc. We're going! Yay! All these people. Everybody, all the scientists, they're all excited. Yeah, I feel like we're running out of fuel sooner than we did last time, but maybe that's fine. Seems like, I mean, we added 6 people, but I feel like that's not, they don't weigh too much. So maybe we'll be able to bank at the correct time, because I'll already have gotten rid of the engines. We'll see. If this doesn't quite work, then we'll add the boosters, try without people, see if that helps. Good, and go. Awesome, good. Okay, we're good. We're working our banking. Yeah, they are quite little. I don't know. But, I mean, we still have a lot of fuel sitting there with these engines, so I think we're okay. Oh, no! I can't see the game when you do that. Computer? Oh, no. Where's the game? Okay, I found it. Everything's fine. Look at this. So stable. Given how long the thing is, I can't believe it's that stable. It's amazing. Okay, let's take a look at what we're currently looking at. Not very much. Pretty low, actually. Pretty low. Let's go more upper. We'll see. We might be re-entering. It's weird that how big of a difference that was. I don't know. How's our fuel? Oh, I just hit the wrong button. So we'll see if we get in orbit. Maybe they all brought the, yeah, they brought everything with them, yeah. They brought too much stuff. That's a good point. I didn't think about all their extra stuff. I feel like we'll make it in orbit. And then we also have the other engine to get out of orbit if we need to. But we'll definitely have to modify, if we send this back up, we'll have to add something more in the beginning. More rockets, probably. I think probably the answer. But it seems like we might get... I mean, this might get up to 100, but we'll see how much fuel we have left afterwards. Can you not just add a maneuver thing? If I can add a maneuver there, but I still need... Like, I like to add a maneuver when that's at 100 to make that. So once that's at 100, I'm gonna add a maneuver to make the orbit. Yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine. Didn't go quite as well as I hoped, but okay. Add a maneuver. Too much. It is a long burn. What can I go do that? Point to the maneuver. And we're actually going to be burning soon, so let's turn on RCS. Which might let us point to the maneuver sooner. Because we're going to burn very soon. Now. Okay. So now I turn off RCS. See if we have enough fuel for this maneuver. But again, I still have the other fuel tank, so if for getting back, I have a backup fuel tank. And even if I had to get rid of these other things, we're still okay. We might have enough fuel there to finish off the maneuver, maybe? Still have a smidge of fuel left. Awesome. Okay. I don't think I want all these big engines, so I'm actually going to just get rid of them now. Yeah. And go. I want to get away from those things. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that one's still fine. Okay. All right. So now we're in space. Let's open up some solar panels. Okay. Now we have some sun power. We don't have very big batteries, so maybe that was an oversight. But I'm still burning. No, oops. I still have the engine on, I guess. I don't, or I just moved the button. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to move some of the scientists that are in here, and I'm pretty sure we can't move them. Yeah, we can't move them. Oh, we can move them into that. Really? No. Okay, that's what I thought. Why is that highlighted then? That's weird. Okay. Never mind. We don't want to transfer crew. Okay, okay. Alright. Never mind whatever you're trying to tell me to do. Transfer crew. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this guy, EVA. And what I'm hoping is that he will just transition between those two spots. If not, we will turn on RCS and practice our RCS skills. Okay, good. So now this should be able, once he's here, he should now be able to get into the rest of the stuff. Although really, he just needs to get there. I'm trying to remember if I need people over here. So we can start this thing. Oh, it's going to take a lot of power too. Let's open up all of our solar panels. I don't know if there's an easy button to do that, but I should have probably put more batteries in hindsight. Okay. Lots of solar panels. Awesome. Let's turn on our particle accelerator. Are we burning again? Why does it keep on doing that? Do I keep on hitting shift? I must be hitting shift. Okay. So we started our particle accelerator. The quarks are full. Okay. This is something else. Different experiments. Let's open up some of these doors. And the last one's computers. We don't care about that. Let's observe the materials bay. We're going to store that science in the science lab. This thing needs quarks. So that's this guy. So this guy is going to start research. So he's going to be working on getting Eurekas. Let's look at our different. So that's okay. How many Eurekas? Oh, I see. Okay. So I need to start experiments on all those things. Now this guy can actually make Eurekas. So we're going to move everybody, all the scientists. So you are also over here. And we're going to move you down. Into here. Be for board. So now we have two scientists working on Eurekas. I think because I want these experiments to go, so we're gonna need more Eurekas. So let's get also Bob is our other scientist. Bob is now going to very carefully head down the ladder. Not really down. He's gonna head over along the ladder. It's all relative. And then into here. All right. So now we have three guys working on Eurekas. This thing is generating stuff. Decay rate. This thing. Oh, I see. So these things. Once I have enough Eurekas. Okay, this filling up with quarks. Okay, good. So, I need quarks from the particle accelerator to go into this. So that's almost filled up. This thing is building up very slowly with Eureka. So this is actually a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. So that thing is filling up. This thing needs quarks and Eurekas to do its experiment. Okay. So this thing is almost done. Then what? So finalize results. So this thing has 80 science by itself. Oh, that's interesting. You can't put it, or is that because I don't have a scientist in there? That might be. Let me move one of the scientists back. Maybe I can't put one in there because I don't have a scientist in the science lab. I mean, I can transmit that right away, but the idea is I want to be able to use all the different things to make it fun. So this thing here, this is review. Okay, so now I can put that in there. So that's worth a lot of. So it's eventually going to be worth 500 science if they actually process it the whole time. Okay, so that's good. So then this one needs Eurekas, and that one needs Eurekas. So that's being slowly generated in here with these guys at a rate of something slow. I understand why they have to spacewalk, but is it still? Yeah, it is pretty funny. Yeah, I feel like. I mean, a heat shield. I mean, I feel like they should make a heat shield with a door. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So then these guys, they also need to. Oh, I can clean experiments from here. Let's try that. That's 2 experiments. So that makes me think. Actually, did I not? Oh, I must have. Maybe I put them in here. Did I not? Did I not include all my other experiments? I guess not. Okay. Well, that's something to keep in mind for other stuff, other parts. So I've cleaned. I'm cleaning 2 experiments. So then that also might mean I can do this one and not send it to the lab, and I can have that one around as well. So once that's done cleaning, we're also going to start research in this. Maybe. Yeah, let's start research. I'm kind of curious how my battery's doing, because I turn on everything. So with these solar panels, when I actually am in sun, it'll probably stop. Everything will stop once I'm in the shade, but for now it's working well. So when this is done, in theory, I think this one will be operational again. We'll see. Yep, so now we can start experiment. So now this one's gonna, again, accumulate more quarks, which we have plenty of. This particle accelerator, and then I'm not sure exactly what this thing is even for. I think this is where we will take the experiments from here and process it inside of this thing. So once this thing finishes, we can, if we can send this back, then we can, I mean, we don't have any crew anymore. We'll have to hire more people, I guess. But so that tells me we're in the shade, and I am out of juice. Yeah, okay. So let's fast forward time until we're not in the shade. So we're only efficient half the time. I should have added more batteries. I didn't think about that. And a future thing that will hook up onto this whole thing, there's going to be like a big battery thing. So it's going to be like a bunch of solar panels and then just like batteries and a little tiny ship that's going to attach. So it's going to be mainly just batteries. Entire ship. It's a big battery. And then we can actually, so what I'm hoping is I can have a central hub building, which will have a bunch of different ports, so that we can connect all the things together and they can travel around between them all. And eventually I might replace this with something where we don't have to go outside to connect. Maybe. Like this is just for the initial stuff, but I could in theory have just like a smaller ship that has one of the parts that are needed for this whole thing. So this could end up being a bunch of ships together, and then it'll just be little spikes on the thing. Okay, I think we're in the sun now. So let's take a look. Yeah, so now we can, or because we have sped up time. Yep, finalize results. So this one we can, James, I remember when I was asking, sure, yes, I think so. Yeah, I think a while ago, yeah. So it's 80 science. If I transmit it back, I think we're gonna, I guess, keep it. We'll keep it for now, and then maybe we'll do something else with it later. So I need Eurekas here. This one I think I've already done. Yeah. I am super full on my obligations. I already have more Minecraft servers than I even have time to play with. I have one server, my patron server, that I'm trying to focus on whenever I'm playing vanilla Minecraft. So like I don't even do Monumento vanilla Minecraft because I'm just trying to focus on the one. But I appreciate the offer. All right, so now we need more Eurekas. So I guess what we'll do, just so we can see how that stuff works, we still have some time, is we'll speed up as fast as we can. We can't speed up very fast. We could increase our orbit to make that go faster. Let's do that. So we'll go here. We'll add a maneuver that will get that side further out. Actually, it is a fairly long burn. Maybe that's enough. Let's do that and see how long it takes for our engines to like that. Then once we get close to the maneuver, I'll speed up, get there. So I'm just trying to increase more because when our orbit is too close to the sun, to Kerbin, we don't have as many options. So I'm trying to get a little further out so that we can speed up time faster. So we can try and get some Eurekas, and we can see how that works. Are we researching? Did I turn this on? Are we researching this stuff right now? Yes. Not very fast because we don't have a lot of data yet. We'll have to get more data first. And I guess start life support. So they have a while. We sent a lot of people up there, so they don't have as much time as they usually would. But all right, so we're at the maneuver direction. Let's go ahead and warp to next maneuver. And then we'll watch our fuel to make sure we're not burning up too much. I mean, again, this has docking. That didn't... Sorry. That's great. Sped up faster than I thought. I wasn't really paying attention. Anyway, that's fine. So we're watching our fuel. Okay, it's not using up a whole lot. So I think we'll be okay there. Yeah, we're fine. But even if this thing did run on a fuel, it has docking, so I can attach a different ship onto it for a rescue mission. But it's going to want to get this one out there a bit. And then we'll fix the other side to also be further out. So I'll go 250 in case that's a cutoff for where we're able to speed up more. Okay. And then add a maneuver on the other side to finish that side of the orbit. Okay. Maneuver node. How much RCS do we have? Maybe a lot? I don't know. I'll save it for actual docking. I won't worry about it right now. I should buy some spacesuit t-shirts. Yeah. That would be cool. I can't fast forward time while I'm doing this maneuver. They won't aim for the maneuver node. Right now I'm having them aim towards this blue dot, or the blue indicator. So once he's there, I'll fast forward, but he won't do that adjustment unless time is not fast forwarded. So he's getting there. How was my day? My day is doing good. How was your day, Sky? Doing some Kerbal Space Program, always fun. It's pub trivia night, so we're gonna be going out to eat and playing some pub trivia tonight. And being a sales guy for my company has been working well. I haven't converted anybody yet, but that's going well. I'm learning good lessons of like how to do sales calls. Good times. Okay, so we are just about there, and then I'll fast forward time. It's rocking weird. It's kind of strange. Okay. Warp next maneuver. Whee! And this time we're going to burn at the right time. It's going to be awesome. These dots are supposed to help me, so I should pay attention to those. Once this last one goes out, so I don't have to do any math, necessarily. Once the dots all disappear, then we can go. Boop, 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 boop. We still have lots of fuel, but so what we're doing is we're trying to get. I just so I can speed up time faster. I'm making my 2 points being at least 250 meters away from Kerbal, because I need to get a lot of Eurekas. I need to really think about some science experiments. We still have fuel, but again, we don't necessarily need it. So. Now we are pros at docking, as long as both ships have people, and we have control over both. Then we're fine. Okay, perfect. Good. All right. Let's take a look. So now. We need to get more Eurekas. So how's our experiments? So this one we still have some results in. This one, the plant one. Oh, interesting. Oh, the plant one, I need to start experiments again, I guess. Ooh, that's weird. Why did they stop? Is that because we lost power? Is it gonna screw up every time we lose power? That would certainly be a good lesson. Let's try that. Let's find out what happens. Let's watch this and speed up time. So at what point, when we lose power, does this thing stop? Possibly because of the maneuver. But my guess would be some other factor. But we'll see once we actually run out of power, which is pretty close to now. So we've lost power. Okay, it's still going. Let's stop time. Or go regular time, rather. So I don't really know what the deal was there. That's weird. So we just need Eurekas. So that's as fast as we can go. We could turn off, because we have 2 experiments running right now. So this one, I think. Yeah, this one uses up Eurekas, and so does this one. But they're going fast enough that we can see how it works. So how's it going? Tomorrow we'll be playing this again, and actually also we can advertise. So Sunday at 9, I think 9 Eastern. We're doing us Monumented people. We're playing. Is it Light Blue Wool? One of the wools. We're doing one of the wools. It's gonna be sweet. I'll have another point of another skill point after that. Yeah, light blue. Okay, so we almost have enough Eurekas, at least in one of them. Okay, yeah. That's interesting. They're both filling up at the same time. Okay, so this one is full, and this one is full. So let's go regular time when we're in the sun. Just so that. Okay, so regular time. Yeah, it might not be fun. We'll see. So then this is, let's finalize this experiment. We can store that science inside of the science lab. Good. And then this guy, we want to finalize the experiment. So then this one is more science data. What I don't know... Confused. So there's another building here. I'm not sure what it's used for. But let's do that. And then we can go over to this building. And we can clean in some experiments. These guys are still producing Eurekas. Once they're clean, so we can start this experiment. That one has data. This one we want to start an experiment again. So what we can do, double do the experiments. This one is Materials Bay. We can't redo that one. Okay, so then now these guys have much more data, so they're producing at a faster rate. I don't know what this building is for. So this one has, you can take experiments, prograde Eurekas while in space. What does that do? Oh. Okay, so there's also this building here. So we can do science on quarks while we're here. Okay, so this is another science experiment. Okay, okay, cool. So I guess we can speed up time a little bit. Let them do some science. Speed up a little more. Now we're in the sun. Or we're not in the sun, rather. Aha! Okay, so that one, when the particle accelerator loses... Although it went up pretty fast. How odd. It's behaving oddly. Okay, anyway, so what's going on over here? So this thing is... Eureka is slowly building up. This thing is... not doing anything. That's okay. What, how's this? It's going down. Interesting. And as we can move more scientists up later on, once we don't need any Eurekas anymore. I don't really understand that building very well. Maybe it might be that my particle accelerator is out of particles. We'll try. I could try speeding up time. Is it still going down? Or is it going up? No, it's going up-ish. I don't know. Okay. Let's get this thing at least finished. Think about that. Think about those plants. Get some Eurekas. Meanwhile, we also have one of our scientists in the science thing is processing data. So the idea is I'm going to take some of this stuff, transmit it back, and then I'll be able to, tomorrow, work on some of the more advanced docking options. We can make a big docking hub and then connect everything together. So in the meantime, this is not telling me anything because it's fast forwarding. Oh, I do have experiments here. I thought I had them somewhere. Oh, because I'm speeding up time, I can't really do anything. What was the other one? This one? So once this fills up on Eurekas, we'll slow down time and do some more science things and store things. So on. Okay. So it should be good. Let's go ahead and finalize results. We've already stored that, so we'll keep this for re-entry. I guess we're not re-entering over, so we're going to review data, transmit results. This one we have to restart the experiment, it looks like. This one we're going to finalize results. We can keep it, although we're not doing that ever, so we're going to transmit instead. We're not in the sun. We should, I should wait till I'm in the sun before I transmit. I don't want it to be broken partway through. Okay, in the sun. Transmit. We should start this experiment. So hopefully this thing will finish itself. And this is regular time, so this thing fills up pretty fast. I don't know exactly what happened there earlier. If it was bugged or something, because I was fast forwarding, maybe? I don't know. What is this guy doing? Ah, yes, okay, so then this thing I can't store in the lab, which is interesting. It's not compatible with the lab. But I can transmit that for 80 science. Let's do it. We also have this guy, observe the goo. Store that science. There we go. I knew I had stuff around. We can log the barometer, store that science. I believe that there's a thermometer hiding out here. There it is. Log temperature, store that. And let's take a look at this, finalize results. This one, I guess we haven't stored yet. Interesting. So we can store that one inside the station, which we probably, we're probably getting full, actually. We have, yeah, I guess it stores 750. Okay. Is there anything else we can do? So lights are on. I think we've already done all of the experiments. This one I think we've already done, right? Oh, I guess not. This one's slightly different, actually. A high over. Oh, okay. Huh, look at that. By going out to try and do more stuff, it worked out. Okay. So that's good. Now, let's get whoever's in here. Let's look at this. So we have Bob and Ludlai. Okay. Bob, you do this. So I don't need... This is for Eurekas. I don't need that anymore. Don't fall. So he needs to pop into here to work on figuring out the science. In fact, we can turn off this in terms of power. So we turn off Eurekas. Ludlai. Pop up. We're going to be ending the stream soon. I just want to finish off this part on camera. Let these guys run a little bit. I'm not going to have them run through all their science because it'll take a while, but we can do quite a bit. Okay, so we're good there. We're going to leave those doors open. Why not? Let's go ahead and pop into here, or at least right-click on this. So this includes some experiments. Sure, why not? So this currently has 20 science, where you get at a rate of 23 per day. We're able to get... So this thing, I'm going to make sure I'm in the sun when I'm transmitting back. But I can have this thing accumulate up quite a bit of science. Level up crew. I think there was a thing about that. I don't really know how that works. Where did you see that? But yeah, I have seen those words before. I don't remember what that's about. But so then this is going to just accumulate a bunch of science. We can transmit some back and then work on stuff in the processing lab. Okay, yeah, in the processing lab. All right, let me take a look. Level up crew. No astronauts on board are ready to gain experiments. Okay, so I don't know what that means. So now we can transmit that science while we're here. We're in the sun. Good. So we'll transmit that. Awesome. So now we already transmitted some stuff back, but we transmitted that science back. In between today and tomorrow stream, I'll let this run some to do some more science on this stuff here. So we'll get some more parts. We can build whatever the next part of the Basket Space Station is, and then bring it up and connect it together, and then connect more things together and make this gigantic thing that crashes the game. That's the plan. And then maybe we can take this thing and then move it over to the moon, run all these experiments again, stuff like that. Bring up like food recyclers and gardens and whatever I can do. But the main thing is I need to have something hooked onto here that will allow me to connect a bunch of stuff together, is the plan. So that'll be it for today. Hope everybody has enjoyed watching.